All right, my beautiful friends, it's Monday. Weird. Usually I do my markets and look ahead on Sunday, but being that the market is closed today, well, I get another day off, which is nice. So do you. But again, the show does go on, so let's do this. So yeah, welcome to my newest segment of Markets A Look Ahead. Let's start off with this, people. I'm not overly thrilled with the 10-year yield right now. It stands at 1.21. Tremendous moves over the last several weeks. They're incremental, yes, but still, I don't like the 10-year yield here. But you know how this works. Keep your eye on the dollar. The US dollar right now is weaker. We have to see how this is going to play out. Understand, this is an environment unlike anything we have ever seen before, ever in the history of the world. There's been nothing like it, period, the end. There's nothing to compare it to. You understand? When you look at one data point, you have to have something to compare it to. We don't have anything to compare this to. So it makes it somewhat challenging. But we understand the mechanism. The mechanism is very simple. We have an environment of endless and increasing, ever increasing, easy money. It's not going to stop. This is the grand plan. This is the scheme of the central banks here, buying the world. And that's obviously inflating the stock market. So again, although, again, I'm going to say, I'm not thrilled at the 10-year yield right now, 1.21. The dollar being weaker is a compensatory mechanism here. And this will continue until it doesn't. All of this, everything we're looking at, this mechanism will continue until it doesn't. You know how it is, probably, if you read these comments on my videos. Greg, when's the crash? When is this going to happen? First of all, we are in an economic crash. We are in an economic collapse to the highest order. The stock market is a zombie. It's dead. It just doesn't realize it's dead because of the easy money being poured into this market on an epic scale. We haven't seen anything yet, and I mean nothing. So we need to keep our eyes on 10-year yield, US dollar, and you know how to do this. Right here on my website, traderschoice.net, there's a link in the description of this video. Click on that, top of the second page, left side, crude oil, right side, Dixie, US dollar. I'm sorry. I'm getting messed up here. Upper left-hand side, you got 10-year yield. Right side, you got Dixie. And then below that, you got crude oil. I want to talk about crude oil. All right. Crude oil right now continues to get bid higher. We just crossed $60 a barrel. I explained this to you. We had a little bit of a pullback. Pullbacks are bullish. You know how this works. And then boom. They are going to prop up crude. Propping up crude oil is massively bullish for the entire energy sector, for the financial sector. So this pushes stocks higher. Look, we're in record territory. This market is in record territory. It's going to continue going that way. We're going to waver around a little bit, random walk with a lovely upward drift. You know how this works. Look, forward guidance doesn't matter. Earnings don't matter. The dead economy doesn't matter. Great Depression levels of unemployment don't matter. Every single week, 800,000 people, around 800,000 people a week applying for first-time unemployment benefits doesn't matter. Nothing matters in this environment except easy money. And that's why the easy money is going to keep pouring in. It's a takeover, people. This is the New World Order manifesting itself, exercising all the control it possibly can. This hideous, disgusting, vomitous merger between corporations and this new American government, which has been going on for the past several years, especially. Actually, Honestly, it started with the last meltdown here. Public bailouts, you know how this works, really got going under Trump, especially the last 2 years of his tenure there, and it's going on just as strong here under Biden, and you knew this was going to happen because they told you about it. It's not going to stop. This is going to solidify the corporate agenda to basically squash the small businesses. We've already done that. We've lost 70% of U.S. small businesses. They are not coming back. This is also by design. The corporations do not want competition. They want to create a slave society. This is the big government agenda here. Why things are the way that they are right now. Pushing people into the lower rung of society, vaulting higher those that are already well off and rich, making them richer than they've ever been. This gap between the haves and the have-nots will continue to get larger and larger as we move into the two-tier society, the full end game of the central banks and the New World Order. The New World Order, their hub, is the Federal Reserve, and they are taking over the entire world. Let's move on here. Bitcoin, just a shade under 50,000 over the weekend. Had a little pullback right now with regard to cryptocurrencies. Pullbacks are bullish, you know that. Gold and silver, people, that's the easiest way, in my view, to bet against the system right now. Understanding that these are units of wealth. They are not units of debt. Debt units, dollars, are going to be flooded around the world, much greater than we are seeing right now. So yes, gold and silver, especially silver, remain the places to be. Let them play their game. We know what they're going to do. They're going to rig the market. JP Morgan, the hub of the metals rigging. There's just no doubt about it. And I just expect that to continue, and good. Embrace it. Let them play their game. We're going to play ours. That's really where we stand right now, people, with regard to the entire market. It's twisted beyond your wildest imagination. And the twisting of it all is going to get much, much worse here. Just understand that. But what does this mean? If we realize this, there's opportunity. It's every day I wake up and I say, okay, where are the opportunities? Where are they? What should I be doing? I don't sit back and do nothing. I'm not paralyzed by the fear institution pushing their agenda here to keep people afraid, to control their minds. Understand, every bit of fear that you hear being propagated by the mainstream channels, the news media, it's a mechanism to control you. Everything is a control mechanism right now, and it's working. It is absolutely working on people that can't think. Most people cannot think. Just a real quick fund update here. I'm getting so many questions about my fund, this new fund coming out here. It will be out a week from today. Now, big question from a lot of people seems to be, hey, Greg, I live in this part of the world. Will the fund be available to me? And I'm going to say, for the most part, yes, unless your country or your bank doesn't allow you to invest in the fund. And there are restrictions in certain nations and banks, wherever you might live in the world. This is going to be available to everybody. And again, it's a very simple concept how this works. And I've covered it already, but I'll do it again. This fund seeks to take advantage of whatever direction the market goes. Again, most people are stuck in an investment plan that only makes cash when the market goes up. Again, whoever came up with that must have been a banker. There's no doubt about it. But if you can be on the right side of the market, no matter which way it goes, well, that's the place to be. So this fund attempts to take advantage of that. I can't imagine a better spot to be in. It's essentially a hedge fund, a managed hedge fund without the exorbitant fees that go with it. So anyway, I'll give you more heads up as we get closer. Again, we're a week out. And, there may be a way, for those of you, again, who have asked me this question, to take your current investment fund and have it transferred to this one. A lot of your questions are going to be answered throughout the week, and obviously on rollout day, which is a week from today. And I'm very excited for this, very excited. All right, look, with that said, people, I think I covered the gamut of things that are going on right now. Pay attention to these things. Watch that 10-year yield. Watch the dollar. Watch crude oil. These things play together. All right. And again, I set it all up for you right here on my website, traderschoice.net. Top of the second page, everything you need is there. You can also follow Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies in the same area. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, other commodities. It's all there. So take advantage of everything that's available to you on my website. Tons of free stuff for you to download. It's free. All of it. Take advantage of it. The chat room there, the charts, the stock screener. I set up a whole charting system for you. There's no signups. There's nothing. It's just there for you to use and utilize. I work very hard to keep you on the right side of this, but you got to help yourself at the same time. Utilize the resources that I have for all of you right here on my website, traderschoice.net. I really hope you do. Save it to your computer. Refer back to it every day, especially if you want to follow the 10-year yield, you want to follow the Dixie or the dollar index, crude oil, because this is the key to the market. Understanding what these things are doing, these three dynamics, okay, allow you to understand where the market's going to go. Now, right now, for example, you got crude oil getting bid up. You got the dollar weaker. 10-year yield 1.21. I'm not happy about it, but that's a setup for the market to move higher. You understand? With the promise of easy money in unlimited amounts. That's the way it's going to go. All right, people. This guy right here honestly loves all of you. We have to love each other. We really do. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I said, the greatest challenge that people have is to love each other despite every reason not to. Okay, the hatred is being propagated by those that are trying to control your minds. The news media outlets, the party, the division between Democrats, Republicans, wherever you may live in the world. We are not each other's enemies. Okay. All right. With that said, people, again, long video. I'm sorry, and I keep running off at the mouth. I will see you in the morning. It's going to be all kinds of fun. And that's it.